Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So we got Soyreal, Ilianos, glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Also, welcome on in, Pseudowolf, Darth Chaos, Camcool, Redencon, Foundpoint, glad to have you. Also, welcome on in, Gammon and Rish. It is a Friday, which means tonight we are going to be vibing with music and art. Also, let me go and get a shout for Gamut Feathers. If you like art, you're going to love Gamut Feathers stuff. The dude has so much skill when it comes to art. Like, I am genuinely astounded by his style. Honestly, anyone who can do like lineless art is like super. It blows my mind. But also, like, you know, the clear understanding of like texture and like, you know, the feel of the piece is like amazing over at Gamut. So go give him a follow if you're somehow not already. Let's move over to the art. Also, we have song requests up, so feel free to throw in whatever songs you want. It's gonna be through Spotify, so it's exclamation mark SSR today. But yeah, happy Friday! You managed to make it through another week. We are as a sneak peek for what we're up to. Excuse me. Songify. Command canceled. Stream is offline. What do you mean? What do you mean stream is offline? I hate Songify. Alright, we're restarting Songify.
Starky, why does no one like Jesus' aunt? Because she is the Antichrist.
That is a joke that it works exclusively because the TTS voice I've chosen... There we go, it should work now. Okay. Darn Quest Q window. Oh my fucking god. Not Rebecca Black's Friday. Why are you like this, Camcool? No, that's not the right one. Songify. Songify song queue. Cool. Songify song. There we go. That's the one. Alright. Go and stick it. I've not added a song. Who did it then? Oh my god, it was Ilianos. I saw it's Friday. But yeah, so if you're wondering what we're up to today, just yesterday, Golden Dynamite, a very close friend of the channel, super duper massive sweetheart, managed to reach partner. So we're gonna work on a Goldie piece after my warm-ups. And if you're wondering what this is gonna be used for reference, and I have ideas. God let me have ideas that I'm gonna make it everyone else's problem. I might have to, because like I'm looking at this and I'm like, this might be too much space. So I might have to be like, you know, ignore that. I might have to like crop it a little bit. Also, as you can see, welcome on, Eris. Glad to have you, Sweeping. I've seen Big Hot Italian Dog on screen. Yeah, welcome on in. We're drawing Goldie as like a gift art piece. Thank you for the hydrate. You can show for Eris the fox. I'm pretty sure you stream, right, Eris? Iris? I don't know. But yeah, so do you want to Rebecca back? There you go. Yeah, I got a bunch of pens, and they're pretty good. Admittedly, I definitely don't have a use for all of them yet, and kind of need to go through and get the ones that I think are specifically useful. So that's probably gonna take some time, but yeah, I've streamed once since then. Ah, okay. Get shouted out then, nerd. Okay. So we got warm-ups, which is lines. I hate it here. I feel like G-Pen... Oh, because the brush size is set to 5. I was supposed to say, like, I feel like these lines are so thin compared to what I'm used to using. Oh, I'm also on a weird color. Oh, welcome on. We got Redencon already. Welcome on. I'm just glad to have you. I was like, someone just joined. That's like the downside of like the stream commands is like, I might see if I can figure out a way to have like a visual pop up to confirm that you guys put the command in. Oh, play with the pets. And so that way, like, it doesn't take up, like, it doesn't block off chunks of chat. But yeah, anyone got anything fun planned for the weekend? I don't really have anything that's going on this weekend. It's just going to be resting and cooking. Admittedly, I do have fun plans for cooking. I'm going to be making butter chicken. Oh, Eris, how dare you press the button? I know I have it out there, but that doesn't mean you can just... No, run! He's dead. Oh my god. Oh fuck me, I just realized you guys can't hear the button presses. Shit. There, I added some Shia Bun approved songs. What if I just tried to recreate the sound effects of the button presses? What if that's today's gimmick? I'm gonna try my darndest to beat Endless Ocean Luminous. Gotta beat it before the Super Mario the Mario RPG Thousand Year Door comes out, the remake. I actually am tempted to play that on stream, and that might be what replaces Baldur's Gate, honestly. Either that or like when I get a couple of hits, like a couple of wins in with against Kronos. That might be the Tuesday game for a bit. My finals in Japanese class. I have a take-home test online quiz and preparing for oral exam. Oh my god. Also, pretty cool that you're learning Japanese. I look Japanese kind of scares me. If only just because it's Japanese to some degree is a tonal language, right? Where like there's a difference based on like where you put like the word the meaning of the word changes based on where you put the emphasis. Daijobu. Daijobu. Where it's like kawaii and kawaii, like they're two different words. Kawaii or versus kawaii. I thought Japanese was easier than Spanish. Spanish isn't that bad. So Spanish is so easy to learn from like a written and spoken perspective. The problem with Spanish is slang. Kawaii versus kawaii is cute versus scary. Yeah, so like, it all comes down to like basically intonation. Japanese isn't tonal. Kawaii is scary. Well, there's certain words that have like the same pronunciation, but they differ based on where the stress is. Yeah, I know I'm in a stupid grind at this point to unlock the final story chapter, so I may not beat it before Paper Mario comes out. No. Non-Japanese. I could have sworn there was like... I could have sworn that... It might have been one of those like educational videos that was actually lying about like... You know, it's like, okay, here's how to, you know, think about pronouncing stuff in Japanese, but Chinese definitely does. And Viet. I'm gonna stick with Spanish and English. I should pick up a little bit of Japanese just because I plan on going to Japan one day. So I should probably know basic stuff like, you know, ordering stuff, like how to order, you know, ordering dishes and whatever, you know, sumimasen. Ohio gozaimasu. Be fair, going to Japan, like is it weird that like I expect that if I ever do go to Japan, I'm gonna get a lot of pictures taken of me? Because I'm 6'8", or like 200 centimeters and change. So like I'm gonna be a fucking giant. I've heard tale that like, you know, being above 6 foot make like you stand out. So I'm like wondering, it's like if like I'm so extremely above the curve. Kuchi de suru no ga jouzu desu. Got me far. I work as sponsoring my classes based on passing, so there's motivation to learn. That's reasonable. I should probably learn a little bit of Japanese. Giant, you say? I should probably learn a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of Chinese. I know just a touch of Russian, although I guess it's closer to Polish. I'm 5'9", so I can definitely see above people's heads when I'm there. Oh my god. Then yeah, me visiting is going to be an experience. That's actually like, I actually feel like, is it weird that I feel like it's a menacing visiting Japan? Like I'm the giant, and it's like I'm just gonna stand out so hard. Good shit. My 5'2" self would fit right in. That's also like, because like infrastructure in Japan isn't really, it's not built with like, oh, welcome like Kronos, glad to have you. Infrastructure here in the States isn't built with people of my height in mind. So like infrastructure in Japan is gonna be it might be the kind of thing where I literally just have to take a taxi everywhere. By like value of the fact that I don't know that I would be able to fit into any of their like, like any of the substations. The subway. My hotel room in Tokyo, I could touch wall to wall with my wingspan. Oh my god. That's wild, actually. So it's like, but also like, I do want to visit Japan because like the cultural sites there, the food, like it seems like such a great place to be. Wow, that's a good square. I just like rocked that square out. Oh my god. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I would love to one day. It's definitely not in the cards anytime soon. Just I value the fact that like I'm still kind of financially recovering from the having to search for a job for an entire year thing. So it's like it's a bit out. Maybe when I pay off my student loans, like I'll be like, okay, let's go to Japan as like a celebration. I will say the box work is going better today than it almost ever does. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's because I've gotten like more confident. That's possible. Now that I did now that I did like the muscle study, I actually feel like confident enough in my art where like I can actually like because like I know now I can learn on my own. I don't have to have someone there to like kind of help teach me. What is this song? And now I'm craving sweets. I'm ordering chocolate fudge cake from Cheesecake Factory. Also, I've officially done another one of those adult adult checklist things. I one of my friends convinced me to start a Roth IRA. It's like I spent today calling my bank to be like, "Hey, do you guys offer Roth IRAs?" Welcome on, Ocean. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It turns out my bank does, which is great because I don't trust any of the big banks. I'm gonna be honest. That's why stream was silent. My mic borks my. Oh, is it like trying to send your Is it trying to send the sound to your mic instead of to your speakers? But welcome on, Casa. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But yeah, so I'm probably not gonna be able to put a lot into a Roth IRA, but I'm gonna try like $50 a paycheck. It's better than nothing. But like and then I still got to pay back my student loans. Where I'm like, ugh. At this point, I think I'm setting aside all the stuff, all the money I make from stream to like go towards stream upgrades and also just like art. If I do get good enough at art, I suppose I could offer commissions as like a bonus source of income. Although I think that's a long way away because I would want to be able to like have a more consistent and fast structure for art creation than I have right now. Yeah, my mic does have a headphone jack, but last time I tried that, I experienced a feedback loop from my ears. Lovely. That's fair. I did mention in the Discord that one thing I might do is I might have like a YCH style, like kind of like what Kusa has with the Yos, and Dark Scintilla has with his cutes. Just something like maybe like a fur taking notes on like a clipboard or like a notepad or whatever. Something like this, but basically like more detailed. You ever hear your own voice via OBS? I can turn that on. That's the kind of thing I actually can turn on. And it's actually something I need to do to like, yeah, so kind of like what I have with Starky 17 Notes is like take that same structure and like basically have it turn into like a your character here style thing. Okay, I feel pretty warmed up. Go ahead and get rid of this. I should probably save. Imagine trying to talk coherently while hearing your own voice as you talk. I can kind of do that depending on how loud my voice is in my own ears. I was actually tempted to have that be a redeem that basically just like forces me to listen to myself, so it's basically like a self-auditory jamming. Because it's whenever it happens, it's like I need to slow down because I always feel like I'm being interrupted by someone. So like I basically take way more pauses. Let me go ahead and say this is Goldie. Okay. So idea, Goldie holding pizza. Pizza has check mark. Over here is a pineapple. Very threatening. Doing the muda muda. Or the menacing. And breaking pasta. No, the pineapple is a fistful of pasta that's snapping. Just like the pineapple is just incredibly menacing energy. It's totally something I can buy. You can get used to, but at first it's psychological torture akin to being in a perfectly white room. Oh, for sure. So like to some degree, I've gone through like training to be a streamer, because one of my first interactions on any stream was I was on Barley's stream for a bit, and Barley has the stance that if you don't assert yourself, they will talk ad infinitum. So you have to basically talk over them, which. So I basically like, it's like, okay, cool. You just gotta have to like, talk over whoever I'm with, which does mean that like in collabs, I have to kind of like tone that down a little bit. Phone. I hate talking over people. It's out Barley them, basically. Okay. So we have our pose. I'm like, I kind of want to like, is there a way for me to like skew? No. They're kind of like this. Okay, no, actually. Can I get, if I can get someone holding it sideways, I might need to find a better picture. Like a better reference image. Maybe I get 6 boxes of puddings from the viewer. I wish I could raise a virtual hand on Discord. I think there is kind of a way you can do that. I want to say there was like a bit where you can spam emotes in the like chat you're in, and they like appear on the screen. Okay. That's not actually a terrible reference. If I flip that vertically. I'm looking real quick though to see if there's anything that's better for what I'm going for. It seems like this is just the pizza pie pose. It's a pizza pie. Barley got so much pudding from Throne, I think. My favorite Barley story is how they chose a polar bear because he thought choosing a black bear would be racist. Iconic moment, to be honest. Welcome on, Jaren. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Your shout out for Jaren. Okay. Actually, this... Okay, so yes. Yes, you go up here. By transformation. You go down here. Actually, you can stay here for a bit. By transformation. Move you to this layer. Increase your size. And probably also make you... Actually, you're kind of facing Actually, it's kind of like perfect to put right here. Light transformation, yes. I'm trying to repress the cicada pizza. I forgot I had it, and this is not helping. You had cicada pizza? I'd give it a try. Hey, how much I love Glow's model. It's so squishy. I was sniped, sorry, but then Starky's pop-up made me think I was sniped long enough to be sniped. What happened? What are the cicadas are very nutritious? I mean, here's the thing. I'll eat anything once. As long as I know it's not going to kill me or do something horrible to my digestive system that like would take like decades to fix. I'm fine, I'm fine with trying anything once. Want to see the picture? It's yeah, go ahead and send it into the Discord. But your fix is fine. Okay, so kind of. I am willing to eat things that are unreasonably spicy. And one thing I did eat took 48 hours for my body to be okay afterwards. When my brother-in-law I watched the Amazing Digital Circus. No, rest in peace, Gummy Goo. We have kangaroo, wallaby, crocodile, and emu meat available to eat in Australia. I would try all of that. Imagine buying brushes before asking your artist friend. Fuck, I didn't think about asking you. I'm sorry, DA. You make a really compelling point, actually. Welcome on in, DA. Glad to have you. Can we shout for Dead Anthro? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a bigger problem with the bell peppers on this pizza than I have with the I think the bell peppers are the bigger problem here because I don't know how crunchy cicadas are. Because you can silence me all you want, but I'm the one with the cicada pizza on the screen. Depending on how crunchy cicadas are, I think they might not be a great mix for a pizza. Which is also why I don't like the bell pepper. I'm not a huge fan of bell pepper on pizza because I think it adds a crunch that makes pizza unappealing. I want the bread to be I want the crust to be crunchy. I don't want the toppings of the pizza to be crunchy. Imagine you blend the cicada. I hate what I'm looking at. Imagine you blend the cicada and then you basically turn into a sort of pesto. I don't want yeah, exactly. I'd be willing to give it a shot. I just feel like that's not a good preparation for cicada on pizza. Where's the sauce? It's underneath the cicadas. Okay. Welcome on Apex Starlight. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Your pencils. Okay. It's in the cicada. The cheese is inside of the cicada. Okay. I need to find a good pencil for sketching. This one's just called Pencil. And it's not even that bad of a pencil, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Also, when Gummy Goo got I just lowered my guard. I was thinking everything was maybe looking all right for everyone. Nope. Nope. Okay, so this is like a mating room. The eternal artist's struggle. Okay, not Weezer. Oops, that's not correct. What did you do to us, Led Crow? I mean, okay, so now that you think about the circle I should drawing should actually be way bigger. Yeah, it's like this. There we go. There we go. This was so real, I would never. I actually just went silent watching with a friend, noticeably silent. Oh no. Okay. Shoulder 1, shoulder 2. I think I'm avoiding the episode because of the Gummy Goo situation. It's not violent. The poor guy just disappears. I'm being framed. Wait, I can just look at the queue to see who requested this. Fuck, actually, the queue doesn't actually... God damn it. Okay, it's fine, whatever. Who was it? Wait, no. Who put it in the... Pluriel, was it you? Pluriel, fess up. Okay, we got hands here. Hands here. It was I, Tio. Hip, hip. Hooray. There we go. I said they didn't have any of the cute Final Fantasy VII songs on the Spotify. Okay. Yes, I could draw completely over this, but I want to make use of the fucking anatomy study I spent all of last Friday doing. There we go. I'm sad that they didn't have any of the cute Final Fantasy VII songs on Spotify. I need some Fight On stamps. For at least the rest of the month, I'm doing Gummy Goo PFPs. That'd be cute. Was a good day for the next Unalive party? Either this weekend or the weekend after next weekend. So the first weekend of June. Because the last weekend of May, I'm going to see a friend. I'm going to a friend's wedding. So depending on how, I might actually take a picture of myself because I put together a really nice suit. I was really happy with how it turned out. And I was actually having a lot of fun shopping. You just need to find fan art that's not oddly Bara. It's all oddly Bara. What are you talking about? You can try grabbing one of the remixes from the City album. Okay. Okay, let's go and hide these. Because for right now, we're just figuring out the skeleton, basically. Oh, this has no stabilization. No wonder my lines look like shit. I was like, my lines seem especially bad here. What's going on? Scary skeleton. It's shy of unapproved. Okay. Add some tubing here. This acts as the roughly how big? Oh, a wholesome button. Still hotter than Sans. Didn't Sans win the Tumblr Sexy Man Award though? Or did Reagan take that? I could have sworn it was Sans that took it though. He did. I'm pretty sure it was Sans, and that the meme was the like Reagan couldn't Reagan was like through the match. No, not Ronald Reagan. Reagan Arataka from Mob Psycho 100. We the best thing Ronald Reagan ever did was die. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck her, Ronald Reagan. Rest in piss. Genuinely one of the worst people to ever live. But yeah, that we don't need to talk about that. The Queen also died at the same time. Wait. There's no fucking shot Ronald Reagan and the Queen died on the same day. Because Ronald Reagan died during Pride Month, right? Reagan threw because his target was not winning the Tumblr Sexy Man thing, but due to him wanting to murder the Queen. No, Reagan died like a day. I was about to say, Reagan's been dead for a bit now. What is... What? How did this line happen? I wasn't paying attention. I don't know when that line happened. My sketch is already dirty enough without this bullshit line adding problems. Sorry, I'm off a decade. Last year was it was not 2013 COVID time. Even as setting aside COVID time, missing a decade is... A Tumblr Sexy Man thing concluded the same... Oh, the Tumblr Sexy Man thing... It concluded the same day the Queen died? Oh, no! That's really funny. That's really funny. I did not know that, actually. Okay, that's looking decent as an outline so far. The Queen died and took Tumblr with her. Okay. Now we have the skeleton. Go ahead and bring down the neckline, because we know that the neckline stops like right here between the shoulders, and there's like the deltoids. Okay, it'd be funny if former President Ronald Reagan died within the time frame as well. It's oh my god, that would have made it extra funny. Okay, so this is my first time doing a post this complex. I'm gonna fuck something up, but you don't learn by holding back. So okay, so that's sketch layer 1, new raster layer. This is gonna be sketch layer 2. Send to help. Why am I like this? Okay, that's fine. So snoots. They're like snoot. Snoot. So it's kind of coming down is notably the thing. If you think about where it's... Is that correct? Add the eyes. Oot. Oot. I think it's actually kind of like this more. Like it doesn't actually extend that far. Parallel to the eyes. Welcome on, Tommy. It's good to have you, Sweet Bean. Also, these lines need to be parallel. Or also, they need to come in slightly, don't they? So that's the top. I feel like I'm already fucking this up. Oh my god, how do artists do any of this? Let me unhide. How? Okay, so his nose, like they come closer together than this. By feeling a lot and learning from it later. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so yeah, it kind of like starts at the like. Okay, that seems like the wide enough snoot. You get faster at fixing mistakes before they even happen as you get better. Also, a friend of mine told me that people did a 180 on Jax despite him being the same character. I noticed that apparently that was like part of the discourse that was happening, and I was like, Jax is clearly characterized to be an asshole from episode 1. Why are people suddenly like, oh, why did you make him an asshole? No, he's the same character. Maybe it's because I think it might be because I'm trying to move like this. This is what I need to be doing. And that's the top of the snoot. There we go. That looks like a snoot. The only difference was Jax was more openly abusive in episode 2. Yeah, that's kind of like what it seemed like to me. There we go. There we go. That's a jawline. Okay. Well, I guess specifically, I need the like top half. And there's like a gap here. Regardless, people should continue to sexualize the weird ass rabbit. Oh, of course they will. I almost my man's getting the Giga Chad chin. What the fuck? The bib draws. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you sweeping. Yes, we are trying our best at drawing. Drawing difficult. Close enough. What is this? Feels familiar. Is this also from Spy X Family? So what are your plans for this weekend? Food prep, resting up, and potentially Death Parade. Currently on the quest to turning furry characters from my favorite furry artists into robots. Interesting. I think part of the problem is I'm also like Or unfortunately, potato. Fortunately for me, I have a friend who's cursed with the knowledge over the characters that gets thirsted over. I also think it's like Snoot and then there we go. Welcome on in. Welcome on, Cowboy Boda. Glad to have you. Hellborb. Me when I'm in hell, which is every time I stream. Welcome on, Zithiel. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Can we shout for Zithiel? Fellow burb streamer. How does that look? I feel like I'm regressing on snouts, which is frustrating. Like now that I understand musculature now, I feel like my snout expression game has gotten worse, which is incredibly annoying. It went single ladies. Thank God. I'm pretty sure all the single phrase is not on Spotify. Okay, so he's kind of like a mushroom nose going on. Like a toast nose. Starky progress isn't linear. I know. But also, it's frustrating. Okay. Oh, well, Excorious, welcome on in, readers. Glad to have you. Can we shout for Excorious? Starky is on Spotify. Oh God, God Almighty, Lord of Heaven above. But welcome on, Raiders. For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Chaos Crew Internet. Right, stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, on occasion, do games backed by big corporations such as Spike Chunsoft, Nintendo, VRChat, Larian Studios. Sorry about that sudden burp. Sorry, I need to show you what I drew. Go for it. You can go ahead and post in the Discord. But yeah, I also do art. Welcome on, Darius. Glad to have you too, you sweet bean. I'll go ahead and pop open my Discord. Post your art. Oh, is it? Oh, you did a great job, Michael Jackson. Good stuff. Honestly, that's wild. I genuinely do not understand how this level of hyperrealism is even possible. I'm over here struggling to draw snouts at all, and meanwhile, people here are like, yeah, no, I just casually drew Michael Jackson, like photorealistic. Oh my God. I mean, the answer is progress, but also Gardic as always. There you go. That's like close enough to what's going on here. So he's gonna be able to just have practice to hack him back. A lot of good work. Yeah. I think I'm making the jaw too thin. I've given him a giga Chad chin. Exactly. I have to draw for like a minimum 6 hours each day for like 1.5 years. Oh my God. Yeah, that'll do it. But also from an outside perspective, I'm like, because like, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how I want my style to look. So like stuff like, oh, okay, well, you know, I don't want it to look like that. Okay, this actually, I think that this is a good jawline. But that. Is that good? It's not bad. Okay, but it is bad, but it, perfectionism streak striking again. Will these arts be posted? I post everything on my Discord. Or actually, I don't post on my Discord. I should probably post my art to my Discord. It all gets posted at the very least to my Blue Sky and my Twitter. So don't worry about developing an art style. Good artists can draw outside of their style. Yeah, that's fair. There you go. Go ahead and... There you go. So now I actually have room to draw a neck and like some musculature here. Okay. Okay. We have the shoulders. I like that as like an indication for the okay. You know what, we should probably work on pecs. Pecs and the rest of the body first, and then worry about the rest, because now that we've got the face going on. Is this even the halfway mark of the body? I feel like with the way I've drawn it, it kind of has to be. So I just have to thicken you up over here. The sketch is just... I think I messed up slightly on the sketch in terms of like positioning for the various body parts. It's always a good time for pecs. Okay, so where's the clavicle? You come right down to where the clavicle is. So that's the clavicle right here. Okay, that's a clavicle. I might need to move. How did I fuck this up? I definitely fucked this up in some way, at least. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and... I think this means that we're looking at another... Spooky Night Raven, thank you for the follow. Welcome to live chat. Glad to have you. I think this is suggesting that we're gonna need a third sketch layer over the second sketch layer. I hate how bad I am at sketching. I really need to fix that. Okay, we have this connection here. We got the pecs here, which, we can add depth here, basically, more or less. And then, okay, using myself as reference, we look at the midway mark of the arm. So the pecs are going to stop around here. There we go. Okay, connection here to the armpit. Connection here to the armpit. So how's art going? I feel like I'm struggling. I feel like I've gotten worse, but learning is not linear. Like I spent the entirety of Friday doing like basically a muscle study, and I feel like I've forgotten everything. Maybe you're just overthinking too much. I might be. It's entirely possible. Okay. Okay, so biceps end here. Did I hear the N word? Yep. I don't necessarily, you know. What is happening? Why is his arm clipping into his neck? I think I might have messed up somewhere along the way in terms of like drawing the skeleton, which is not a great feeling, but what can you do? Just gotta remember that it's got foreshortening going on too. Yeah. Okay, so this is an instance of the pec actually covering up the oh, the pec is covering up the upper arm. I was wondering what was going on. I was so confused. Okay, I see now what's happening. I was legit so confused. Well, good morning, Gary. I'm glad to have you, sweet bean. Can we shout for Garian? Also, how dare you cancel me? That's very rude, actually. Because all the references I was looking at yesterday was like the bicep covering up the was basically the bicep covering up the pec. I didn't think that the opposite could happen. Okay, well, you got it canceled for the rude song. Meanwhile, I'm getting fucking inundated with water and water and water, 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 and water and water, 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 and water and water, 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 and water and water, water. So the redeems are silent? Yeah. All right.
Water, 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 and water, and water, water.
Yeah. There you go. You can enjoy your water and water and water. For like the 4 bars of it you got of water. I should probably hydrate. I should also probably drink alcohol. I think I have some alcohol that's cold. How's the art practice going, Starky? This is not art practice today. We're making a piece for Goldie. Because he recently had a partner.
Rats, rats.
It is Friday.
Where the rats?
What's up, Chris?
Burst into flames and shit forever have the same number of syllables. Pardon me, I'll never be the same.
Last, I'm too sick to drink even though I wanted to. Gotta rest up. Yeah, no, we're working on a piece for Goldie. To help, because he got partner. Okay, so I actually like this as like the musculature for how we're drawing the Yep. The good news is that when I get this piece done, I think Goldie is the last friend I have who's likely to hit partner anytime soon. Yeah, after all this time, it was so overdue. And the horseshit where like someone like one of the people he was playing with got him banned for a couple of weeks was fucking ridiculous. But hey, he has it now, so there we go. That's more like the line I'm looking for. Okay, we're not sketching in the hands yet. There we go. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it was like it was honestly so ridiculous. The urge is to help out Starky. Here I am welcome to like these art streams are like all backseating that you want. Feel free to backseat me as much as you want to help me figure out like because I am still very much in the learning phase. Girl, I have been doing so many horny sketches for practice. Loki, that's like it's such a good practice though. It's not even funny. I mean, hey, good on you, honestly. Okay, because like last Friday, I spent the entire time studying musculature, so I actually feel like I understand a little bit more about what's going on with like what's going on with like arm and whatever musculature is going on here. Do you want to know why that was the reason? Yeah, what kickstarted your horny spree? So take it where you can get it. Exactly. Having motivation is 90% of the battle. I have plenty of motivation. I just don't have the free time, unfortunately. There's so much I want to draw. Bicep. Because this is gonna be bicep. This is tricep. Tricep back here. I got tilted that I couldn't draw a fucking hand. Honestly, that's a reasonable frustration to have. Because like hands are so fucking difficult. Yes, draw lewd stuff, get the anatomy and pose practice. Unironically, like I might draw because here's the thing. I the only time I really have to spend drawing is on Twitch. So like I might unironically get into like drawing like whatever, lewd but like, suggestive but not like explicit things I can get away with on Twitch. Oh, I just realized because this is gonna be foreshortened. They might help. Sorry, if you want, I can throw you sketches. They might help for anatomy. I would actually really appreciate that. Did I play it yet? I don't know what that song is, unfortunately, so I don't know if it's played. I can look at the queue. Currently, it's not warning they're horny. Honestly, go for it though. Yes, that positioning is correct. Yeah, so it is after the song is done is another song, and then that after that one's yours. So Songify is doing its job properly this time. I need to remember that we're doing some amount of foreshortening, so that's why this looks so much bigger. But, feel free to toss me like any reference stuff you think would be useful. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And we can actually kind of exaggerate that that arm musculature. There we go. Honestly, if you need a ref for porn, just look at Loot Twitter. It does remind me of the guy who was like who's a big bar artist who was like, I need reference for cock. Send cock into my DMs on Twitter, and immediately was like, I have made a terrible mistake. Because this was like a big Twitter, like I think it was like either like not quite six figures, but like somewhere like a 50,000 Twitter followers, and like he's like I fucked up. No, please stop. I beg of you. Okay. Okay, I feel so I need to add the abs, but outside of that, the abs and the hands, but outside of that, the rest of this sketch is relatively good. Actually, the entire side of him is hidden. That's wild. Tilly is gone. I keep on going I keep going on streams and saying caca. Welcome on in. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We are currently. I'm like, I think the arms might be too much. Because like I feel like the pecs couldn't reasonably support these kinds of arms. So I think the answer is make the pecs bigger. Or maybe I need to bump this arm back a little bit to show like how. Okay, I can kind of see that. Also, some amount of this is going to get hidden by the pizza. Okay. If anything, because I can't explain my shit with words, feel free to send like it, capture aspects of the stream and like look over it. These are really good references, honestly. They're definitely horny, but also very, very good references. Check the sketches. They might help you with arm positioning. Fun fact, my banner is a crow. My friends know me as Crowfather. I love the drawing. I'm glad you like it. I'm definitely still in the process of learning art. I've only been doing it for about 5 months, so. Okay. Okay, I think I see the strategy. You should come to art night if I start having them. I've been so busy, lol. Reasonable. What night would art night be? Because I'd be down to join for sure. So part of it's, I think, if I overlap it just a touch, that way, like, it shows, like, growth, and then part of it's also, like, I didn't necessarily take into account the musculature difference of. Hmm. I'm kind of. It's like okay. It's not great by any means. Go ahead and pump up the pecs here. Okay. Also, so the foreshortening is fucking me a little bit here. Because like this looks strange, but I think it's a product of foreshortening. So also some amount because like this is gonna end up getting hidden by almost all of this is gonna get hidden by a pizza. So it doesn't Starky zoom out a little. I can try to throw out corrections. Go for it. Immerse myself in main character MC player totally relevant. I think the biggest offender is this arm. I think it's too much bigger than the other one. Lip dancing. Well, okay, like that's low key because that is how both refreshes my eyes and also makes me realize asymmetries. We should do a community art so we can help Starky with stuff. I mean, y'all are free to like kind of join me. Like in terms of like just like working alongside me. Because I like the idea of like these turning into kind of like community work nights. I think. And then if all of this is realistically going to get hidden. Magma is the shared canvas we use for our nights. Oh, okay, interesting. I definitely want to start doing like shared art evenings. Is like be able to have other people on and like chat while working on art. Okay, that already does a lot to make this look better. Why did I choose a pose this complex? Fucking goddamn it. Welcome on, Big Brain. Thank you for the 20 biddies. What I mean by community art. My dinner took longer than normal. I ran into a biker gang. Oh no, is this a pun setup? Let me see how you connect arms to biceps. Or arms to pecs. Okay. I see it. No. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I see how you're basically doing like this. Maybe. Oh, okay. I see now. So something like that, like this kind of shape here. Okay, there we go. Right to a biker gang at the restaurant. Turns out there was like a biker gang convention or something at the hotel across the way. There are hundreds of them and their families. That's wild. Fuck, how did I get... No. Go away. There we go. I don't know what I did, but it wasn't good. Okay. I think maybe this arm is looking... There we go. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay. I think that's okay for now. I need to finish drawing the abs on though. Although, let me check. Okay, so he doesn't really do abs. Fuck, I don't know how to do flab. Shit. It's kind of just like with bellies. It's kind of just like basically soft, like like kind of like this. Yeah, that looks good actually. Should I add more pecs on Goldie? Like, what do you mean add more pecs? Make them a chest bulge bigger? I'm trying. How would I fit them in here though? Is the problem. I guess like that. I'm beginning to understand I'm beginning to understand why artists hate the bigger the bigger reaction because it does because I don't know how to do it while making it look good. Like I already feel like these are too big. There we go. I guess that's correct. This actually does look about correct. Also, it turns out muscle bellies are easier to draw than I was expecting. Which isn't to say they're easy. It's just that like in terms of like how they lay on the body. Okay. Okay, there's that. I haven't even drawn the fucking egg. I haven't even drawn the pineapple. Oh god, why do I choose prompts that are such active pains in the ass for me? Why am I like this? I think it's the reason I'm like this is because I want to make something fun for my friends. It's called learning and it's art. I don't think that's how this works. Okay, what if I had the sub? That's not terrible, actually. It's not good, but it could be a lot worse. There's at least some amount of understanding of anatomy going on here. Welcome on, Jack. I'm glad to have you sweeping. I think I need to bump up the triceps a little bit though. I think that might be what's happening. Once this gets cleaned up, it will get slightly better looking. Okay, how goes it here? I'm struggling. My entire life is a lie. I spent 3 hours learning muscles Friday just to be unable to draw them at all. Help. My I got you, bestie. Oh, there are programs you can download to add the line weight, but I think it's specific to the brand though. Oh yeah, I figured out line weight. No, I'm sure you got this, Starky. I believe in you. How does that look? Should the Atomic Owl OST codes are being sent out? Time to constantly refresh my email. Check Discord. Oh, Discord's doing the thing again where it's neck is kind of big. Neckline helps with moob centering. Simplify shapes for booba. Don't be afraid of exaggeration. Plus 1 point for big arm. Use this shape. Okay. I think I see what you mean. Oh, I see. So the head is big for okay. Compared to the neck. And then yeah, I see now what you mean. Well, this is why I'm so thankful to have artists who know what they're doing. Okay, I think I've kind of figured out the arm thing kind of on my own accidentally. Yes, and then re-add the pec. Okay, there's the back. I'm tempted to add just enough muscular. Oh, I can do the same. Oh, it's so nice having artists who know what they're doing, so that way I can kind of like get more, you know. I'm so one thing I need to do before I ever consider about opening for commissions is get better at this whole sketching thing. Because sketching is far and away, like, I can do the rest of it fine. I see what you mean, though. I'm, like, tempted to restart the sketch now that I have, like, a better understanding of what's going on. Thank you so much for the help, Gary. It's actually, like, that's such a... No, I mean, you can restart. It'd probably end up taking more time. Also, welcome on Xanic the Nuke. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I make a quick diagram that I can use as ref, but I'm de-hauling wild grain that can plucked off the streets. Oh my... oh my god. Buff 4, but no, this is not me. This is Garion. Oh, so... does the face look alright? Okay, I see... oh, okay, I see now... Okay. So there's more angularity going on here. Like I've kind of given him like a too much. I'm on the right track. But I'm also over exuberant, I guess. I'm in hell. Okay, I see. So I think my continuation, like my recurrent thing of my is like I want the lines to be smooth, which works for feminine expression, but for like these masculine things, like they basically end up like basically doubling back a lot for like to express growth or like to express bigness. Yeah, I remember that when you see faces at an angle, the far side shows a sort of depression. Yeah. Okay. I also see immediately what's, because like here we have basically the brow ridge, which I've been completely ignoring with all of my previous sketches. I'm learning so much this stream. Also, I'm learning how much I have yet to go before I can make anything of my own. Okay.
Rats.
Okay.
Where the rats?
NGL, there was a pure moment of fight or flight when this started. Like just a complete moment of oh fuck.
Like you didn't know what you were going to get into. It's like, well, I guess we're going to find out what's happening now. Because we have the butt. To be fair with you, I had kind of a similar reaction. Go ahead and give him a yacht. Oh, I see you. There's that. I see. And then the bulge shape. That's probably too far forward. Okay. Okay, I see. This looks substantially better. Thank you so much, Garion. Oh my god, this looks so much better. Okay. I feel like I need to work on the face, though. Here? The face, and then... I like the way that lip stuff works. We're not doing abs, so I can go ahead and erase that line. Oh my god. There you go. Just hide it so that way, like, you know, it's not visible. The head shape is potentially bigger than the body shape overall, but that's fine. That yeah, that's like a basically. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because it doesn't, like, it looks disproportionate. Because the shoulders are about it's like the total thing would be about one head shape each. Okay, that's better. Shit, my Atomic Owl OST code is here. Yeah, that's much better. It was too big. Now it's time for me to add in the pan that's going to cover a substantial amount of this because I'm a fool. But also, I need the understanding of the underlying like muscle and stuff before adding the pizza. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. God damn it! Take a shot. The other thing that I could mention is eye positioning and muzzle shape. Yes. I would appreciate that. Because the muzzle doesn't look... The muzzle now looks weird. Shit, I should have... I should... Okay. I should have been recording the... Hold up, I got you. I sincerely, Gary, and thank you so much. Goes to get the thingo again. Okay. Meantime, I'm going to add the pizza pan layer. You know, and exaggerate that. Okay. So then hand over, hand under. That's how that would be held, so. Okay, so I guess now I have to, like... Because, like, I... Okay. Yeah, so this would be this muscle over. Okay. Go ahead and start the sketch off to the side, because we can always just kind of cut this and then... Hmm. Okay, there's the placement. Okay. 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 Oh wow, God, this goes fucking hard. Hello. There we go. Oh wait a second. I think I've accidentally understood it. I think I've accidentally understood how to draw. Um, almost. I think. Where's the muzzle so low? Yeah, that's kind of the realization I came to. Okay, I think I've got it somewhat. Okay, that actually doesn't look that bad. I think this needs to flatten. Is the error here? Okay, that looks not bad actually. I think there's still some error to it, but it's a lot better than what's currently there. Yeah. There we go. Also drawing the lower jaw is it's to make the sides of the circles flat. You're not wrong. Okay, there we go. This song feels like it would be like it'd be a near automata. Okay, so I think it actually is probably close. There we go. I think at this point the only weirdness is from the eyes. It sounds like the final boss of a Stranger Things game. I got a tiny tip: nose, eyes, people, then draw around that. Draw like that. Nose, eyes, pupils, then draw around that. Why everyone going Minecraft free cape event? Welcome on Alone MCP. Glad to have you. Also welcome on Hybrid Root Dragon. I think drawing the general structure of the skull is probably more important than focusing on the specific details. Because if you just focus on the details, you're going to end up like losing track of where things are supposed to be. Okay. Oot. One limited breath, 5k left. Okay, Starky. Check Discord. I think if well, everything falls into sort of place. We've seen Temiray. I have not. Temiray unfortunately streams at hours that I can't be awake because I work a full-time job. He streams very, very late at night during the time that I'm normally asleep, so I wish I could support him. He seems super duper sweet, but okay. Clear head shape. Little triangle for the muzzle. General shape. Muzzle's like a rectangle. Okay. Let's give that a shot then. Because like workflows like this are useful if I want to actually ever go and move that to the side. Okay. Okay, a little triangle for the muzzle. General shape is... Oh, I see. So you're continuing the muzzle. Oh, this makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay. I see what's happening. I think sleep's a government lie. Yeah, probably go get some rest, considering I am not able to understand the things you're typing. I think I got this figured out. Thank you, though. Thank you, Dragon Roo. But also thank you, Garion, for helping kind of me understand the structure of what's going on here. Because then we can, draw the upper lip here. We've got the nose feature. Oh my god, this looks so much better already. Okay, I see. Think of it as this way. The vertical line gives you the angle. Yes. Yeah, I see now. There's a horizontal line gives you the muzzle direction. Yeah. So if I like, you know, actually draw the rest of the muzzle, which I don't really need to, but it is going to be useful for me to like. That's the smile. That's the smile, and then we have that join in. Okay. Immediately, I realized I might have drawn the muzzle a bit too big. But at least this structure makes this structure of like the drawing workflow here makes sense. What is this fucking trap? I hate it. This song sucks. Benny Hill trap remix. Awful. I see it. The lower jaw was. Why? That's what I'm confused by. Okay, there you go. There you go. As well, person's pursuit, person's Spotify told them to share it. Oh my god, how deeply awful this is. Okay. Okay, this is probably gonna be my, now that you've shown me that method, that little triangle method. Like this is gonna be my premier way of drawing muzzles now. Thank you so much. That is such a good tip. Doot doot. It works extra. Well, extra works extra for bird beaks is presumably. The triangle is such a simple thing, but suddenly it makes everything make sense. But it saves a lot. It saves it. Like you. It's made a lot of this suddenly make a lot more sense. Okay. My mom called me, so I hit her with a minor, deep existential thoughts that bend the mind like pretzels. When you don't want to talk to your mom, so you whisper into her eldritch secrets that the mind cannot comprehend. Is it okay if it pops in my DMs? I'm keeping DMs, I think, just to friends for now. At least for art. Okay, let me look to see what you're doing with the jawline. Oh, I see what you're doing. So then, so we have this. This leads into the head structure. like this is the musculature, and then we have this is basically like implying the jawline. Oopsies, I accidentally hit the sample. That's like one of the very few things about this tablet that I'm like, why did they design it like this? Open mouth. And yeah, I accidentally ended up drawing I didn't even notice your reference for like how to draw mouths open. I just that one would just actually make sense to me for whatever reason. Okay. It's all starting to come together. I see now. There we go. Okay, I see now. This makes 1,000% more sense. It's gonna look super weird for you. So if I go to more advanced shit, that's what people call Eldritch Secrets. I call them what I was thinking about in middle school. Oh my god, that looks so much better. See, the chin is rounded. And this emote? Yes, but also I think the bigger thing is that I think maybe the chin needs to be lowered. If anything. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Is that the second jawline was too far up. Yep, there we go. There we go. Okay. I like that a lot. Okay, now time to decapitate Goldie and put in the new head. Feel free to send me like more advanced tips, since it's so nice to have, you know, because like I'm slowly learning musculature. Like I feel like I did a decent job of like figuring out the musculature on myself, but like having artists who kind of have gone through the same process and who understand like the best way to kind of approach it for someone who's new is so handy. Okay, go ahead and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Give yourself a little bit of room for the neck. What was it selecting? That's weird. If you got some free space, I can kind of demo it. I'd say I'm good for now. Thank you, though. And then I need to add the ears still. So quick look at ref. Okay, so they kind of start around the eye level. Yeah, they start around the eye levels. Okay, they're I've done this sort of ear before. Go ahead and lower the opacity of you. Wrong layer. Okay. There we go. Name of the stretch. Okay, good stretch. I desperately needed that.
No.
Hmm. Okay, so he's kind of got his ears are actually relatively sideways. Oh, Clip Studio paying out a moment. It was probably taking a screenshot for the time lapse. How does that look? I feel like there might be too much neck now. I might have left myself too much space. By the time I'm in my 60s, I probably feel like I'd casually breaking minds, not realizing what I'm doing. All right, hydration. Okay. I feel like I have a much better understanding of what's going on now. Oh. Unfortunately, those redeems are... They play videos. There is sound associated with them, but unfortunately the sound gets muted so that way they can have music on without turning the VOD into a DMCA nightmare. Actually, no, yeah, it's kind of like... Okay. There we go. Yeah, now I can get rid of these other heads. Go and get rid of these guys. I feel like we have the rest of the sketch properly worked out. Oh, come on, Nom. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Give me a shout for Nom. Oh, I just realized you guys can't hear this. Hold up a moment. Enjoy the time loop. All right, now it's time for me to figure out hands. Hide you. No, that's not the right layer. I'm just probably gonna trace the art here, unfortunately. Oh, thank God, ads. The ads saved you. Okay, go ahead and mute desktop audio. Back to music. For example, you think of for the head shape as when I normally do a human, look at the process of this one picture. And then you add the extended muzzle shape. The problem is I've never drawn a human before. So we're kind of starting from behind line 0. Okay, I sent you an entire sketch process. Yeah, no, I sincerely appreciate that. Think of drawing a pointing down triangle for the nose and 2 pupils and eye sockets or whatever. Eyes tend to be kind of complicated and usually have like a combination of harsher and softer edges. Humans are actually fucking complicated to draw. I'm convinced that there's nothing that is easy to draw. Like nothing is easy to draw we're all just lying to ourselves. Like a collective gaslighting going on. What if I hide this? Oh god, I've accidentally had to draw the wrist. You can draw me, just draw a circle. Oh, hold up a moment. A quick intermission to draw a nom. There we go. Nom. I just drew Nom the Non. Nom has been drawn. What if my YCH is just I orb you? You become orb. Damn, $300 piece right there. It's just like a this, but with like way more effort put into it. Just a head and then arms. Arms and whatever tail slash additional accessories your character has. That might be like my YCH. Is just turns you into orb. Okay. I'll say I want to draw something, but forget the rules. I'm going to be abstract. I'm increasingly realizing the inherent value of abstract art. Like, being an artist has awakened my mind to so much in terms of like the art process. Add a knife and quote, "Call me cute, I fucking dare you." The day. Yes, got added to the time lapse. Oh god, that's right. I forgot I have a time lapse. Oh god, my time lapses are gonna be just like, there's just gonna be like a jump scare of like me getting distracted for a bit. It's funny to think that of that though, because I had never thought of it until now. Okay, I need to figure out. So, okay, so that's. Oh, I need to draw this, don't I? Okay, there we go. Imagine I try to make Starky and make him look like an amazing digital circus character. I would be impressed. Because, like, Loki, the Amazing Digital Circus has really, really amazing productions. Like, the production values in that show are stellar. Okay. I miss Gummy Goo. Rest in peace, Gummy Goo. The most important character. Okay. The most important character. There we go. Gummy Goo deserves a shrine. I mean, he's effectively forever immemorialized by the furry community now. I think with the hydrate. Also, here's a tip, Starky. Oh god, we have not saved him for fucking ever. Good idea to save, honestly. Stretch and the hydrate. Oh. Okay, there's the hand. Starting point. Tap your pen whenever in whichever point and then hold shift. Oh! That's so fucking useful. Oh my god, you have no idea. Holy fuck. You've blown my actual goddamn mind with that news. That's wild. Fine point, congrats on the breakthrough. I believe it happens automatically, so you should now have a partner. Or not. God, if I had that fucking power. Jesus Christ. But you should now have the VIP badge. You can rest easy now. Until I add another find has partner, start getting some powers. I do not have those powers. If I had those kinds of fucking powers, I would not be streaming, first of all. God, that's such a nice thing to know about. What we can get per the 100. Yeah, exactly. Game no. I'm pretty sure Twitch would be upset if I actually started advertising like that. I haven't even touched Twitch now without dying. Unfortunately, you've also been canceled on Twitter.com, so enjoy that. It comes with the Twitch partner thing. Okay, let's hide this. How does this look? Okay. So it's... Is that the OP of the anime with the fattest... Oh, is this the OP of an anime with the fattest bird I've ever seen? Well, with that being done, I shall go to do naughty shit. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving all those art tips. I honestly, I'm probably going to credit you whenever I do post this for helping me make sure that it turned out as well as it did. Because, like, sincerely, it for sure would not have turned out this well if it weren't for your help. Because your week anyway, it was okay. Not really a whole lot to kind of note, honestly. Girl, do you think I'd continue to say anything? Because nah, I already told you that nothing happened during my entire week.
Not.
I like helping when it's about art. I might not be the top tier furry artist, but I try my best. You've made the process of getting started so much easier.
Not.
The anime is Tamako Market. If you Google, you'll see the bird. Sounds almost like Tamago Market, which I know Tamago is the Japanese word for egg. Tamako Market. Yep, that bird looks like an egg. I'm seeing massive improvements from the earlier works in your piece. You're doing an amazing job. It's a process for sure. Now I'm gonna fucking dread every second I have to draw this goddamn hand. There we go. Like, that bird reminds me of chai. It does have big chai energy, doesn't it? That will do for now. Maybe round out the edges, but... Leave the stretch. Okay. I forgot I have an 8-ball set up. You got two different responses because I have it set up on. I guess I have it set up through Mixed Up Bot as well as through Stream Elements. Also, I noticed I left something kind of here ambiguous. So I guess the answer is choose whichever answer you wanted to be accurate. May I try a thing off the top of my head? I think I'm probably gonna not make too many more changes to the sketch phase. Just because we've been here for an hour. And I definitely have a history of getting too precious with my sketches. Weird how UPS needed a signature on the keyboard, though, and not the iPad. Got my iPad. Well, also, welcome on, Opti. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I can survive the weekend without it. To supply the organize the train of thoughts. That's usually for sketch nights. There we go. Okay. So now I think is a cleanup sketch, or I guess I can start cleaning up on this layer, can't I? You have a train of thought? Can't relate. The train of thought does happen on occasion. Does he have... He does... Okay, so he does have fangs. So I need to keep that in mind. Okay, so let me go ahead and get rid of this. Remember, if they have the fang, they're down to bang. Man, Papa's bullying everyone on Tabletop Sim. That sounds about right, knowing Papa. Are they playing Magic or something? Okay. Okay, I think I'm relatively happy with where the sketch is at now. The haunted manor on. Oh, the. I know what you're. I know the one. The betrayal at House on the Hill is my guess. Where you're the like a break. There's like a midway point where someone becomes the villain. Okay. So, considering how technical this piece is, because I actually I might, because this piece has a lot going on for it. Foreshortening, unique angle. It's not bad. I'm relatively happy with how it's come out so far. Papa being a bully, he would never do anything to unleash pain upon others in any way. But real. You've seen Papa Mud streams, right? Honestly, just need a pineapple pizza. So, you're somewhat spoiling yourself because another part of this sketch is going to be in the background is just a big pineapple that's just like, you know, big pineapple. With just the oh, how does that symbol go? Okay, I don't know how to write Japanese, but this is a relatively easy symbol. I say that and I've already immediately fucked it up. Just the fucking menacing JoJo's the pineapple in the background menacing him. Okay, but that's yeah, that's the one. Which I probably need to just grab and trace, like, because that's Japanese, and I don't want to fuck up the, like, you know, like that's a specific symbol, like that's easily traceable. And generally, I try to avoid tracing art, but if it's just like a specific symbol, then I'm fine with doing that. Okay, yeah, that's not that hard to write. Listen, I can't fucking write English. My handwriting in English sucks ass. I use cursive. What does this say? What does it say? If you can read what this says, I will be amazed, because my handwriting in English sucks ass. I'm not about to try and fuck up another language's writing system. I use cursive, motherfucker. You actually did get it. Okay. Add the pizza, and then we need to add, in the background, just the pineapple standing there menacingly. At this point, just grab the fucking... Like, you're talking to someone who also sucks ass with writing, too. Well, yeah, but also, like, I'm not, you know... I'm not about to try my hand at writing in another language. Okay. And then we got the mark, which is probably going to be like mozzarella. It's like going to be a margarita pizza. Okay. I miss Turkey's handwriting, but I bet it's better than mine. Actually, I might need to turn on stabilization. Actually, that's not how that's spelled. There we go. There's my handwriting. Okay. What if I just have Actually, let me go ahead and use the tip that Garian told me about. There we go. It's crazy my old Okay, there we go. Made a fat pineapple. There you go. That's like a pineapple shape. Because then my old teachers can read my handwriting, read my doctor handwriting. Teachers are wild, honestly. Their ability to read any form of handwriting is kind of wild. It's when your boss writes corrections they want on your memo, and you have to ask them what that on earth that note means. That's why I just type everything nowadays. The thing with pineapples is like it's like I've drawn a pineapple before. Don't like that. Hmm. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Slowly losing my mind just a little bit. My eyes definitely need a break because I've been staring at things. Thank God it worked. Yeah, it's a little temperamental, unfortunately. It seems to be working actually quite consistently today, which is good. It's good and rare. So I'm waiting for something to happen. There you go. How pineapple-y is this pineapple? There you go. This is definitely a pineapple, and I've accidentally given it Goku hair. That is unmistakably a pineapple. What if I don't shade anything except for the pineapple? The pineapple gets JoJo's ad style shading. Oh my god, I'm tempted to actually have that be what I'm gonna do. I'm feeling kind of mad because I asked out my crush and he basically said I should wait and see if it's something I really want. He was flattered, which is a good sign though. So the thing with me and crushes is I recognize that initial crushes aren't necessarily reliable predictions of like romantic interest. So my usual thing when I have a crush is just to be like, hey, I hope you don't mind, but if it would be okay, could I just talk to you sometimes? And then from there figure out if those feelings are like, you know, see how they develop. Because a lot of the times, and I think this is the inherent like stress point for like parasocial relationships a lot of the times, is with parasocial relationships, you have an idea of the person who, like, you know, you have in your mind who you think the streamer is as a person, which might not necessarily line up with who the streamer actually is. So your brain fills in blanks, and a lot of times your brain fills in blanks. I pinged you something, Starky? In the... Yeah, your handwriting is better than mine. Yeah, no, your handwriting is better than mine. Also, I can read that because I can read my brother's handwriting, and his handwriting is considerably worse than mine. Okay, well, so part of the thing is whenever I write manuscript, I write it slower. So my manuscript handwriting is like usually better. You know, like that's easier to read versus. The thing is, that's not really parasocial because we both know each other. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair. I think the fact that they responded with a like, give it some time to see if the feelings stay, because, and like this, so like basically, I wasn't calling your relationship parasocial, or at least that wasn't my intent. It was more like me basically being like, here's kind of my history of like relationships, and like, you know, kind of where I think is what I think is healthy and like reasonable viewpoints for a lot of stuff. Is in your mind, you got like an idea of who this person is, and admittedly, if you've been friends with them for a considerable amount of time, you probably have a pretty real idea of who they actually are. But sometimes, you know, it'll be like, okay, you know, I think I know who you are, but I don't really, you know, my brain's filling in a lot of blanks, so I don't necessarily know that that's a accurate representation of you as a person. Which some people, like, part of why parasocial relationships are so dangerous is because when stuff like that happens, people look at it and say, oh, like, it's like, why are you behaving this way? That's not you, because that's not the way that I thought of. That's like not the headcanon. It's like, you know how people get mad about their canons being rejected by the original authors of things? It's like that, but for social relationships, which is scary. And usually happens with like some people who are deeply unhinged and like otherwise emotionally unhealthy in unique and fascinating ways. So it's like, okay, cool. I'm now afraid for my life. Great, pog you. But like, it's the same thing with like some relationships where it's easy to look at and be like, okay, you assume you have these kinds of feelings. But they're kind of based on your representation of me in your brain. And that's not necessarily accurate. So I've actually had crushes that fizzle out where I'm like, I crush on them and then I actually get to talking with them. And then I'm like, okay, you're still cool. I like you a lot, but it's not the like deep, intense and emotional connection that my brain initially thought was there. Like I've seen some shit on the shipping side. It's wild. it's yeah, it's a little spooky for sure. Okay. Um I think I avoid shipping in general. I think that's honestly probably a smart idea. You cannot stop my ship of Starky X knife. I said a block of miner because yikes. Yikes. That's why, like, even though I think I could get it, like, if I just cut down on swearing and I just didn't engage in any like, I think I could reasonably get away with being a like non-18 plus streamer if I just didn't swear and didn't talk kink stuff. It's not that hard in my mind to be an all ages streamer. The problem for me becomes the massive increase in moderation difficulty. Because as someone who, you know, problem is like, you know, the older you get, the harder it becomes. It's not really that. It's more like it increases the probability that something bad is going to happen, I think, is you know, or like it increases the amount of vigilance you have to avoid kind of bad knock-on effects. We also have to remove the Gen Alpha talk from the word filter. Yeah, that's also a problem. I do not want to hear about Skibbity. Okay, so the I think this I is too low. Lasso. Starky has no Riz F in chat. Yeah, you're not wrong though. That's the fucking that you know. That's not. You're not too far off the truth. I don't think. So the major things with Goldie's design are just fluff. Oh shit! I didn't think about where his tail would be. He doesn't really. There's no room for me to put his tail. Or can but daddy, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, so the tail would be here. There we go. Welcome on and see. You're glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Now the pizza disc overlaps the bottom of the counter. Yes. Also, the pizza does need to have a little bit of, like, you know, this needs to have these both need to have just a touch of thickness added to them. They sometimes have platonic crushes on people. That's happened to me a couple of times. It's always like a strange occurrence, honestly. Welcome on, You're glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We're currently working on a partner piece for Goldie. Which it's kind of hard to tell that it's Goldie right now, but I think a decent amount of the aspects of Goldie come through in the design, like the coloration phase. Welcome back, Jaren. Glad to have you. What'd you have for dinner? Okay. Made a lot of progress while I was gone. I did basically have to, because I got a help from Garion, who is a absolute sweetheart and who taught me a lot about like this, how to structure pieces like this. So he goes, okay, if I make a horrible poll, go for it. This is like a lot of what I'm using for the reference. Okay, I think the hair is a decent part of it, because he actually does have a hairstyle going on here. Okay, so first of all, eyebrows. Like, I think I tried to be patient and tell them where the actions were crossing the line when they got possessive. Ugh. Wait, when did I start using the pen? I don't actually know when that happened. It's probably nothing to worry about. Okay, so this is definitely the pen. Maybe you should have told them that you had a partner so they just leave you alone. I feel like lying like that never works out well. If only just because if the fact that you need to lie to them to get them out of your business, like at that point, they're not worth having it. Like, I'm one of those people who will just cut people off. If I think you genuinely represent, if I think that you represent a genuinely unhealthy factor in my life, I'm just gonna cut you out. And I'm like always down to discuss, you know, like to actually have genuine discussions. But as soon as the discussions turn into like problems in their own right, I'm like, I'm out. Welcome on, Dr. Wolfwalker. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Can we shout for Dr. Wolfwalker? I think. There we go. It's kind of impossible to see the to see the fangs now. But yeah, they're there.
Rats, rats, where the rats?
Starky, what do? Do not look at the poll. This is your inner voice telling you good advice. Do not look at the poll.
I had no plans on looking at the poll, and then you told me listen. Reverse psychology is a hell of a drug, Crisp. Some people are too yikes for you to help. That's the thing. That's something I've had to remind Popmut's like the mod team of Popmut for a couple of times now, is that like it sucks when there's someone who feels like they aren't always a problem, but like or it's like they're usually a problem, but they mean well. Because like there are times where it's like, they're trying. They genuinely are trying their hardest to, I got distracted from the eyebrows again. Like there are times where like we'll have someone who genuinely does mean well, but who is just consistently a problem. The nose looks like an anvil. It's this weird shape. That actually is more or less how the nose actually does look. Absolutely no riz at all. Oh, I see. I see now what's happening. It's this specifically this shape. There we go.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
It's okay to not have Riz Starky, cause now you won't have to worry about making a Riz tick.
I have no idea what that is, and I do not particularly want to find out. Eh. Also, some amount of this is a result of the fact that I'm using a brush that's probably not necessarily a great choice for this. We use a different pencil. No one tell them what Riz is? I already know what Riz is. And like, y'all... I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't particularly care. There we go. I feel like I have some weird mayo Riz. I think that's not a good thing. That's like a bad thing for you, low-key. I think this is basically the structure we're going with for now. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You guys can complain about the no structure all you want, but okay. Okay, so his basically his face fur translates into the hair. Hey, hybrid, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I'm not looking for advice from you. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. It's a pretty fun design though to have like the face fur basically become the mane. I never really thought of a design like this before. I think bring it down a bit. Okay. Okay, that's probably what's going on. I see what's happening. Okay. Let me check the other reference. Okay, so yeah, the main really goes up. Oh, I was about to say, like, now that I actually had, like, now that I actually listened to the song from him, I'm like, wait, is this a fucking, is this a Guilty Gear song? It's something that makes a lot more sense. Because, like, this sounds incredibly Guilty Gear. It's Arc System Work, so it... Welcome on, Tails Dog. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We're gonna spend the entire fucking stream on this sketch, I swear to God. So continues my average schedule of like first stream being stream being the sketch, second stream being everything else. Welcome to Dallas. Thank you for the 2 subscription for 21 months. Enjoy the free emotes, you sweet bean. Give me a shout out for Delos. Okay. Okay, don't welcome on Ethereum Gladiator. Why are you scanning me? Snoot. That's Snoot with 4 O's. Okay, now that I actually kind of... Congratulations, instead of providing quills to write with, your break is now a nib. That layer. Okay, now we can bring the eyes up. Also, I can kind of... Okay, there we go. There we go. Start me with the big old eyebrows. Okay, this is starting to look a little bit more like Goldie. I think once I add the chest fluff, it's gonna start. And like add the coloring and stuff. It'll look a lot more like him. There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to look like Goldie. It's looking great so far. Well, thank you. I definitely think adding we're a work in progress so far for sure. But also we're making progress at least. I will say this is highlighting to me how much better I've gotten at handling fluff since my first proper piece. Welcome on, Golden. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hey, Starks, you need company? I'm good. I'm all right. We're actually coming close to wrapping up the stream. Although I might go over because I feel like we haven't done nearly enough. I feel like I'm behind already on this piece. But thank you for offering those, Sweet Bean. Here's your chef for Golden Toast. Okay. Heck, you get shouted out, nerd. Okay. And that because we're gonna have to probably clean this up. I feel like at this rate, we're probably gonna have to clean this up a little bit, which is frustrating. But what can you do? Oh, what? Dude, thank you, Golden Toast, for the tier 1 subscription for 1 year. Wild, honestly, to think about. Also, I think part of the problem is we're gonna like have to decapitate him. This is a long time. Why does romance and all that seem to be complicated, especially when it's someone overseas? You know, romance is already complicated. Long distance makes romance so much more complicated. Yes, okay, this already makes it look way better, because it actually adds some, like... Well, come on, Xerox, let have you, Sweet Bean. It's already adding some, like, width. Please go away. There we go. So let's see if we can... Oh, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate and the save. My husband and I were long distance 10 years before we got to move in. Honestly, you're doing better than I am, because I don't even really have any prospects lined up for potential boyfriends. Not that I'm actively searching, of course. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm trying to, you know, as someone who's been burned before by, like, focusing too heavily on this stuff, I just want to, like, make sure that I'm taking care of myself first and foremost. The new Legend of Sleepy Hollow. You know, you gotta be content being alone. And that's how you end up with relationships that are genuinely positive, you know, improvements on your life. Self-care is the most important. Exactly. There we go. Because, like, you don't want to end up in a relationship that you're like, you know, the best way of the best way I've heard it is that a relationship shouldn't be two halves making a whole. They should be both of you are making paintings, and you are in a relationship with someone else who is pointing out stuff that improves your painting. You know, they're making you see aspects of life that you can appreciate more, without, like, you know, while you're still yourself as a person. So yeah, I'm not rushing the whole relationship thing at all. I'm talking to a lot of people, and if one of them, you know, happens, you know, if things happen with one of them, then that's great. But if not, that's life. Okay, this is starting to look at least somewhat like Goldie, which is good. I'm not happy that it took this long to be recognizable as him. I sometimes feel alone, though. It's probably has to do with the fact that the majority of my friends are online, a few of them being in the same state as me. That's what happened when I met my husband. I decided to stop trying. Which, like, as someone who's decided to stop trying, I stopped trying, like, 2 years ago. So I'm like, you know, love will happen when it happens. No sense in rushing it. There we go. That's starting to look like Goldie. Okay, we don't see the back of his arm, so I don't need to worry about that. Where's it's a lot of specific markings, but that will help it make it recognizable as him. So that's good thing, all things considered. I had a friend in high school who had the mindset that she needed to have a boyfriend for life to be complete/normal. Yeah, that's not good. That's how you end up with extremely abusive people who make your life so much worse. So, like, I imagine that's probably a result of, like, how much focus is put on it. Like, that's definitely, like, a societal problem. Okay. I do see one thing that I need to add still. Which is crotch fluff. There we go. Hopefully by the time TFF rolls around, I'll be able to meet up with a friend who I met who lives in Texas. That's also, like, part of the problem for me. Is, like, I've joked about this on... I've joked about this. I can't remember where I did. But I've joked about that, like, for me, attraction is, like, solving the fucking Da Vinci Code. And definitely one aspect of attraction is, like, physicality. Because, like, I need to have, like, emotional attraction, like, you know... intellectual attraction, and of course like physical attraction, which, like, I'm a very I'm not specific, because, like, I there is, you know, I'm not, like, you know, an all or nothing kind of person, but for me I see it as, I just realized, like, it goes down, so I drew this the entirely wrong direction. But yeah, so, like, for me, I would prefer to be able to meet people in person before I'd agree to any relationship, because it's like, you know, it's as, like, my first relationship, it didn't work because of, like, the physicality aspect, which just wasn't satisfied, and then things fell apart for unrelated reasons. But I find myself missing my ex/missing the company. Honestly, I mostly, that's the thing. It's like I actually have the weekly things, like the weekly hangouts I do with my friends on Wednesday are, like, very necessary for helping me, like, keep sanity, because they're just really good ways to, like, make sure that I'm, you know, I'm, like, always like, I always have, like, an amount of positive social interactions. There we go. Social interactions, what are those? You know, good question. I'm waiting for the right person, to be honest. No need to rush into one that likely won't work out. Yeah, that's the, like, like, if you find yourself, like, like, you know, if you ever find yourself being like, oh, you know, I really do miss socialization, remind yourself of, like, the worst social interaction you've had, and, like, that's probably about 10% as bad as, like, a breakup that happens as a result of getting into a relationship that you have no actual interest in. So it's like, you know, there's some amount of self-protection that comes with that territory. The song is a jam. Okay, I think I'm getting to the stage where I'm getting a little too precious with my the song could summon shy. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting a little bit too precious with the sketching, so I'm like, I either need to move to line art or otherwise just like call it for evening and come back with fresh eyes. It's from Dot Hack GU. Interesting. I've actually never watched a Dot Hack. I've heard good things about them though, and clearly they got to be doing something right if they've got that many like sequels going on. Hmm. I think part of it's the fact that I need to rotate it. It's like they should follow the center of the like body line. I think that's what was happening, where I was like, something about this isn't right. And of course I need to actually draw the other leg over it. This goes slightly onto the tum. There we go. There we go. That's starting to look okay. Okay. I think we're 3 hours in. I'm clearly like I'm folding a little bit. This is definitely looking good though. And this shows consider like let me pull up. Because like this is a dynamic or like a pose that I definitely would not have been able to do like when I first started. So I am growing. I'm making progress, even if I feel like I'm taking step backs in certain areas. I think we're probably gonna save it and call it for the stream there, though. All right, let's see who's live. You know what? We've got one more song left in the queue, so this ended up being perfect. They don't really use the IP anymore. Before you go, fun fact: did you know that the voice actor for Mario in the video games also does the voice of? Yeah, I knew about that. Charles Martinet also was Parthenax for the dragon from Skyrim. All right, let's see who's live. Oh, Pubmutt's live. That's right. I always feel weird about raiding into people doing collabs because I'm always like they're gonna be busy, you know. And I feel weird about it. Foxwave Brand's doing art. We could raid into him. You know what? Let's raid into Not So Fat Matt. Let's raid into another artist who is doing. Oh my god, that's Jesus. I got fucking vibe. So I got vibe checked when I like was like a couple months into my art journey and saw my older pieces. This is the exact opposite. I just like got immediate like, oh god. Completely obliterated. Yep, my man's drawing Worgans and he's doing a spectacular job. You know what? Let's Well, let's just have the usual raid message of just art and screaming. All right, let me go ahead and cut the song a little bit short. Move to the outro. Thanks for stream. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out. I know that these aren't necessarily the most interactive stream, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it. As like, you know, it's a lot of fun for me to learn, and it's really cool to see that, you know, just to gain a better appreciation for what all goes into the art that, you know, I do a commission, and, you know, that I seek other people commission. Thanks so much for the stream. Get Rick on the art today. Well, thank you. It really does mean the world. You guys are so very sweet. All right, start the raid into Not So Fat Matt. But yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Crew Internet, where I stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games, however, on occasion play games backed by your big corporations, such as like Chinsoft, Nintendo, VRChat, Larian Studios, VRChat, and I'll be using for some point in the future when I get VR stuff all figured out. I also do art, like I did today. I'm moving towards a 2 art a week schedule. Next week is going to be weird, because I don't think I'll be able to stream Monday, because I have a doctor's appointment, and I won't be able to stream Friday, because I'm going to a wedding. So next week is probably going to be a bit of a light week for me in terms of streaming. So yeah, I just as a warning for that. But yeah, if you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including I'll be going live, as well as to see the art as I finish it, Twitter and Blue Sky are the places to be. I have a YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, see what all you've been up to see, and also see my art progress, because you can see the earliest instance of my art, and Jesus Christ. It was good for just starting, but now I'm like, less burb rip. I'm sorry. Like, I need to be an adult on occasion, Sag. I have a TikTok if you'd like to see edited content made by myself, as well as my editor, Mashio, and I have a Discord if you'd like to hop in there, say I had all the sweet beans, see the curse going those sweet beans post. And also, I was like, I could use a Starky detox. Wow. Wow. No, you're fine. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. We're gonna raid over to Not So Fat Matt. Super duper skilled artist.